Hello friends, how you doing? Day 499, no, 491 coming in tonight, and I'm going to be making some energy balls. My friend Hong, she wanted the recipe, and so I said I'd just do it live and I'll show how I actually make it. And so here you go, Hong. This is for you. Anyway, here are the ingredients. Okay. So we got, okay, here. So the main base is rolled oats, chia seeds, cocoa powder, and bananas. Those are my four main ingredients. And then I just add a little bit of flavor with some cinnamon and some, well, turmeric's not much for flavor, but more about just health benefits, some probiotics for the gut, and some protein powder. Okay, so very simple. Get some bananas. I usually do 6 or 7. And for me, I want to get them as soft as possible so they get as mushy as possible because they're going to be my binder. Okay? And so just put them into a large mixing bowl like I did here. Mash them up. I just use a fork. If you have a potato masher, it's probably a lot quicker and easier to do. Okay? So I don't have a holder for my phone, so I'm going to just put it on here. Hopefully you can see. Not the best angle, but we'll try it. Okay, so in the banana, with the banana, I usually throw in the cinnamon. This is Vietnamese cinnamon. Don't know what that really means, but that's what I'm putting in. Again, you can just eyeball it. I don't know how much cinnamon you actually like in your cinnamon flavor, so that's up to you. Or if you hate cinnamon, don't put it in. Put other flavors if you like. And so as you can see, that's what it looks like. And I'm just gonna mix that up. Adds a little bit of a brown flavor. I love cinnamon, oh my gosh. And for those who don't know, cinnamon actually comes from the bark of a certain tree. And what that tree is, I do not know. Okay, so again, it's just mixing up the flavors because at the end of the day, you want each energy ball to have equal parts of everything where possible. Okay. So this is my wet bowl, mixing bowl. Okay. So this is just bananas and cinnamon right now. Okay. I have a separate mixing bowl for the dry. Okay. So first thing I put in are the rolled oats. Okay. You can use instant quick oats and what have you. I just like raw. So rolled oats I think is the rawest. Quick oats have been half cooked, I believe, something like that. So for me, I just want to be raw. And so when you do it, when you make these enough times, then you know roughly how much you need for each batch. Okay, so I've done this enough times. I should have a better system, but I use a tablespoon measurement thing here, 50 mils. Okay, so with 6 bananas, I usually do, these type of tablespoons. 2, 3. I usually put in 9, 10. Try not to lose count. About 40 to 45 tablespoons. Okay. Okay, 20. Obviously, this makes it a little bit longer. 30. 40. I want to do 45. Okay, so 45. Okay, 45 tablespoons of rolled oats. Okay, after that, I usually put in chia seeds. Okay, and with that much, I'll probably put about 10 to 12 tablespoons. Okay, so again, you don't really need to see it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let's see. Protein powder. I usually put in the cocoa powder last. The cocoa powder is what gives the chocolate flavor. So, I don't know. I usually put 2 heaping tablespoons of protein powder. Yeah, you know what? Let's get a little extra protein, shall we? Alright, so 3. And some turmeric. It's got some great benefits, health benefits, anti-inflammatory. It also adds a nice flavor as well. And a bit of a color. Let's see. Oh, I should open up these first. So, anyways, I got some probiotics. You're supposed to have 1 per meal usually, but since I'm making balls, I'm going to. I can usually make about 6 to 7 of these balls, and I make them pretty big. So I'm going to use 6 packets. I'll show you guys in a second. 4, 5, 6. I need a camera person. Okay, let me show you. Alright, so this so far is the dry stuff, okay? As you see, the turmeric is the color, right? Look at that. Okay, so obviously you want to mix as much as possible so that it is evenly distributed as much as possible. Obviously it'll never be perfect. And I still have to put in the cocoa powder. But it doesn't hurt to pre-mix a little bit first. Because the cocoa powder actually, it really changes the whole color of this. So it's actually quite nice to see what the chia seeds look like. Oops. And the turmeric. Because it adds a little bit different flavor from the from the white and the oats. Okay. Put you guys back up here. Hopefully it stays. It's not a very great system I have yet. Okay, so last but not least is the cocoa powder. And the cocoa powder I buy from Costco. Chia seeds, you can get them anywhere. I got the ones I have is from Costco as well, since I do a Costco run. Turmeric, same thing. Protein powder and the probiotics I get from my online store. It's one of the products I have. Again, for me, health is a huge thing. So I always... Okay, so I usually do a couple of heaping tablespoons of cocoa powder. Again, you don't want to put too much in because then the chocolate flavor will overpower all the other flavors, which, you know, it depends how much you like chocolate, but I don't know. I like a little, you know, some balance, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, you know? Okay, here you go, look at that. Okay, obviously very simple. All I do is just mix it up, try to get as even as possible in terms of distribution. And the reason why I like to finish off with the cocoa powder is because it is obviously brown. It makes everything brown. And if I mix the cocoa powder in first, it's a little harder to mix in the other ones and see if it's actually thoroughly mixed. So see, like there's little you can't see. There's little parts that are not brown, so I know, oh, okay, I have to mix that up a little bit with everything else. Right? And then once everything is essentially brown, then I know that it's thoroughly mixed, or mixed quite well, at least. And again, it's not about being perfect, because it never will be. Oh my gosh. Oh, so good. Oh. And the most beautiful thing about this, friends, is that it is raw. And what that means is it is better for your digestive system to digest. Your stomach. Okay? With these ingredients anyways. Okay. So it looks pretty good in terms of being mixed. Actually, oh, here's a part, see? Here's a part that was not fully brown. And so, right, that means I have to do a little bit more mixing. But essentially I want it to a point where there's no non-brown sections. Okay, we are basically ready. Okay, I'll show you the transfer here. Okay, so as you can see, it is now basically all brown. I don't know if you can see that, but and then here is our wet bowl. Okay, very simple. Mix in the dry with the wet. Okay, nothing left. And now I just want to mix this in together. As you can see, a lot of, right, once it starts mixing, it starts to clump. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Okay, I gotta put this down. Okay. So, the whole point is, hopefully, it's a decent enough proportion of wet and dry so that the balls don't come out too wet nor too dry. Because once it's mixed, then you start shaping them into energy balls. Okay, this seems quite decent. It may be a tad dry. When it's a bit dry, I just add some juice because it maintains the sweetness without diluting the flavor. Usually it's orange juice because orange and chocolate usually go quite well together in terms of flavors. If it is too dry. If it's too wet, I can add some more oats and more other dry ingredients. So again, you gotta figure out what is the best consistency that you like for your energy balls. Once you do it a few times, you'll be able to figure it out pretty easily. Obviously, it's not rocket science. It's one of the simplest recipes and easiest things to do. And you know what? If you have kids, I'm sure they will love it because who doesn't like chocolate? Come on now. And it's banana, so the banana is actually helps with the sweetness, and it is the binder. Okay, a natural sweetener, a natural binder. It is great. Okay, so mine is, like I said, it's a tad dry, really, to be honest. But it's not overly dry, so not a big deal to me. It's perfect because when I'm done, I'm gonna put it in the fridge, and it's gonna dry out anyways. Okay, so you guys see that? There you go. Okay, so when you're done, roll up your sleeves, my friends. Okay. So, get a wad, maybe a wad and a half, and then start shaping them into balls. You can also shape them into pucks. And the beautiful thing about this recipe, you can also bake them. However, for me, like I said before, I'm trying to actually eat more raw food these days. So it helps out with my digestion, my stomach, my health. Yeah, I'm trying to learn more about a raw food diet. Okay, you guys see that? gave a couple to Nisa, my friend, who made the Mexican food for me the other week. And she was eating and she's like, oh my god, it's so good. I'm like, I know. Oh, I surprise myself sometimes, my friends. Seriously. Yes, I'm patting myself on the back, but you know what? It's okay. I'm not a professional chef, but man, I'm grateful I know how to make some decent tasting food. Ooh. Okay, so far, this is my 4th one. Okay? And again, right? Adjust it to your own size. This is probably bigger than most people. But for me, this is like my, what do you call it? My breakfast. It's the first thing I eat in the morning, typically. So I want a decent size, right? If it's a snack, you probably want to make it maybe a quarter of the size or a third of the size. Portion control, my friends. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I think the rest is going to make up ball number 6. And usually with the last ball, provided there's a little stickiness, you can use it to grab the rest of the oats and what have you on the sides of the mixing bowl. Because you definitely don't want to have anything go to waste, my friends. Eat it all. Eat it all. It's all good stuff for you. And oats, right? Fiber, chia seeds, high in iron. So lots of great healthy stuff. You can obviously put other seeds in there. Hemp seeds, I'm sure would work. Yeah, you can make whatever substitutions you choose. Another binder that I've used in the past is dates. But you'll have to put them in a blender to blend them up before you can use them as a binder. Okay, so I've got 6 energy balls, roughly this size. Okay, again, for most people, if it's not a meal, it's probably half the size for each ball. Okay, that is it, my friends. Pretty simple. You can either eat them right away, or if you want, like myself, I like to have it. What do you call it? Not frozen, just in the fridge overnight, because I like them a little bit harder. So, but again, my friends, so whatever you like, you get to choose to do how you do it. That's the beautiful thing about cooking. All right, here you go. Let's show you one last. Here you go, my friends. Look at those balls. Oh my gosh, so delicious. Oh my gosh. Ooh, wow, it's under the light too, so it's perfect. All right. All right, Hong. So that was for you. Hopefully, I was able to show you enough for you to get the gist of how to actually do it. Again, it's so simple. There's no cooking. It's just mixing things together, forming into a ball, and then eating them. And again, you can make any substitutions you like with flavors that you like, right? If you don't like cinnamon, don't put cinnamon. If you like a certain spice, put that in if you want. Or you know what? You don't even have to put any spice. And so mix and match. It's up to you. Anyways, if you have a great recipe for simple, easy, nutritious, and healthy snacks, throw it in the comments. All right, thanks, friends. Talk to you soon. Bye.